So, good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be a part of this wonderful group of entrepreneurs from the city of Bangalore where I have started. And thank you. Yeah. First of all, I would like to give a cheers to you that you made it this way. I can understand what goes on with SMEs, and it's really difficult for SMEs in countries like us where the sectors are very much unorganized. Many seminar speakers has take us through various aspects which is really important for SMEs to do it. You saw the last team building, AIs. What I believe in my development of Ragilly technologies, that we need to make a blended approach between the human and technology, and that's how the value could be created. And the last question that we have seen, how to empower my team, is that's what, like, being a leader, what we are thinking is first of all to understand that what is important for us. So now we all know finance is a segment which is very less spoken. I don't know why people are very shy to speak truly about the finances, but that is a very important tool for any successes of businesses. And what comes into the SMEs today's world is basically the visibility of finances. Am I financially viable? Am I moving to the right directions? Yes, we know that we are making profits, we are making revenues, we are making tractions. But what exactly that point which is actually making me sustainable for the next? So I'd like to go for questions to you guys. I believe that a lot of ups and downs we have gone through, and there was many issues like we have to think about the cash crunches, that yes, to take a big leap of investment, or So I would like to questions for you. How many of you have had to make a tough decisions? So you have to leave some investment opportunities, or you have to leave certain amount because you don't have the right amount of cash at the right time. I'm sure if you are an SME business, we all have gone through this problem, and certain times even we need to delay a big investment or opportunity because the cash what we were needed, which is my cash, I have invested that money, but somehow my the payer has given me such a nice quote, yaar aaj to nahi hoga, please come back tomorrow. So that is what is actually making the differences, and that's what we understood is cash flow management is very important, and putting up a visibility on the cash. That is that one dashboard that we have talked about, the one dashboard that will give us the view of, okay, on the 21st of the month I will be cash rich, on this month I will be low with my cash. So this is what gonna give the visibility. There are a lot of tools, fortunately, because the help of AI these days has came, financial tools, and which I'm sure that people around you, especially the Bangalore peoples who are known to be the tech and people, I'm sure you're using it. Anybody can give me a name of financial tools which you are using to manage your finances? Other than Excel formats, any tools? Tally, yes. So Tally is just a record. Zoho is again a record. But did Zoho tell you, sir, that are you good enough with your cashes for the next 3 months? Is your expenses, are you doing your expenses in the right way? So let me give you an example. So what we did is like for server expenses, these are some consistent expenses with the recurring expenses which comes to each and every companies. And nobody tells us, everybody tells us how much you have to pay at what time. but nobody tells us what should be the best way to pay these expenses. You might have seen that the day by day finances is going in such a manner, it is becoming a very opaque these days. There is no such, because government or all the organizations, they want, like the banks who are the biggest player, they are building the brackets. So it's becoming more access. So it looks like a big mammoth for us. Okay. So how this is driving? There are the players who are deciding, and as a result, your cost of fund is increasing. As a FinEngineering, the tools that we have described. Okay. So before I introduce FinEngineering, so myself is Shovankar, as I said. So we have been providing financial solutions, and I have founded this company 15 years back in UK. And when we realized that in my country, I think this is some of the important steps that we need to take. And we started with e-commerce earlier, and then finally we came into this fintech businesses. And right now we have 15,000 plus businesses registered with us. What we help them to cut short their expenses, and what we help them to make the money out of their regular transactions. So there's a video. You have a video link for this? Let's take a look. Yeah.
Managing business expenses is tough, whether you're in logistics, warehousing, retail, or education. Endless paperwork, lost receipts, and chaotic records. It's a nightmare. Tracking expenses for different departments can feel like.
It's alright if we are short of time. So, anyways, I hope again the voice is something is reached you. So, managing expenses is what is something. So we came up with the solutions that is called the expense management solutions, which is RFPs. With the collaborations of the previous banks, as I said, like we've been working with banks like HDFC, ICICI, Emirates NBD in Dubai, and as well as SBI. So these are the instruments which the bigger companies which uses to manage their expenses. And what they do is like they try to identify which is the point how they. If I tell you that you can earn money out of your payments as well, there is a way, because you are the one who is giving the earnings to your banks, and banks are always behind your balances. What is your account balances, sir? Accordingly, I will give you my services to you, and that's how you have been categorized in the terms of this business is big, this business is bad, in the terms of the account balances. So, but there are the cost of funds which could be used. It is not limited to NEFT, RTGS. In today's fintech world, we have embedded technology which we can use. Say, take an example. There are a lot of apps we might have seen today that which can track our expenses and all. But how does it? But it can track the expenses. But how does it tell you that yes? Say if you have to pay your salaries, for example, if it is a 5 CR salaries I have to pay in every end of the month. Can we save? If I say that yes, we can save up to 5 lakh rupees of this 5 CR expenses, just by using the automation tools, cutting on the expenses of the employees and also getting the cashbacks from the same banks by using these cards. So, two important aspects that in today's world, as you're seeing, that if you want to fast track the finances, as you know, the Gen Z customers or whatever today's world is moving, nobody wants a delay in the processes. The payments has become such an inevitable in today's world that everybody wants in a fraction of a second. whether it's a collection of money or whether it's a payments. If your vendors are happy, if your payments are good, your customers are happy if you can collect payments from them in their favorable modes. So these modes are something which can be embedded by using your finances. The finances are predominantly done by these banks generally. But however, what we have seen that banks have their own growth stage. However, the businesses, what we are doing, we have our own style of expansion. Every business has its unique. As a result, the payments requirement, the receivable requirement is also very unique in terms of. So, say let's take an example. If it is a D2C, if you're a D2C company, you need a payment system which can collect payment 24/7 without you bothering. We need a payment system which can be secured enough for you. So, however, the system where the customization, suppose say your services has need to give an EMI service. You need to collect the money in a different stages. But those things can, for that we have to go to the bigger banks or we have to go to the companies. However, the tools like BharatBees, which can solve this problem, with just 2 clicks you can set up your payment rules into that and you can start collecting the money. As well as the cards. Now, as we have seen that every brands are now making the membership and rewards plans, which is the new trend in today's businesses, because that's how we create the community of. So the making the reward system is also available in these tools where you can set up a segment for your customers and you can reward them based on their purchases. And that you can set your rules, so every time the customer will reach a expenditure of say 10,000 rupees, they will get rewarded. Now this reward will be not that you have to share your discounts from your pockets. These rewards could be from the say the giants like Swiggy's, from the Zomatos, from everywhere, right? And from the IRCTC tickets, from the airline ticketing, which is the daily need of the customers today. And so this will give an omnipresence for your brand and people will start loving it. And that's why in today's world, the super app concept is coming. And every brand, starting from Tata to Reliance, everybody is bringing this super app into the concept. So this is one of the tools has there. The cash flow is something which we can also take about that in BharatBees tools, and some pro tips that we have realized in terms of managing the finances is firstly the payment terms. I'm sure that you guys are already negotiating the payment terms with our vendors. Now, this negotiation of payment terms, it is becoming difficult if we are not automating those payment terms. Because manually doing it, it's depending upon, because it's all about money and everybody likes the money to be quick and in time. And as a result, like if you are setting up, okay, if you understand that this supplier is gonna be paid every 15 days, instead of making it through the normal bank transfer, we can use it our own corporate card systems also. And this will not only give you the automation way, as well as it will also help you on cashbacks from the payment. So if you are, as I said, like these all cashbacks will help you in saving almost 10%, up to 10% of your expenses that you are making. So as I said, like if our business expenses is up to 2 crores, and I said this is possible, big companies like Indigo Airlines, the companies where we work, we have seen Airport Authority of India, they have started saving up to on these payments. You have seen the payment that they collect through these tools, which is actually making them the savings on that. The last point I would like to say that cash flow management, it has to be more predictable. It is so that we have more visibility on the future. Just I know that every time we plan something and there is a deviation in something, and which is always happen into the finances. We think of doing something big, but again the sort of funds comes or some big emergency comes down and we run short of the funds. So these predictable expenses could be done through these tools. While these tools can help you in analyzing the trends of how you are managing your expenses. It can give you an overview of how is your incoming funds are coming and what is the best method to collect those funds. As well as it can also help you in telling you that what kind of lending you need to go for. Because today's world, every bank, every industry is ready to lend you, but they lend you for their purpose. But being a business, we need to accept that lend for my purpose, which is curated for my requirement. And that's what, if you go to a bigger CA, they will take a lot of data and all those things. So this, thankfully, to this AI tools has given us those insights, which with a mouse click you can upload your expenses on, you can fetch all the data from your bank statements and it can give you the overview of that. These tools are also available through the banks like ICICI and HDFC even, from where which is a whitelisted tools, which I'm sure many companies have been using it. If not, you can also connect, and also it is available directly from the FiniGB platforms. So I'll cut short and it's thank you very much to give you an overview of finances. And I'd like to thank you the SMB team to create such a good community. And I will always have to answer. My team is also ready to answer if any kind of help we can do in developing your finance or saving some money for you. So it will be helpful for you. Thank you very much. And I want to be here.
Thank you, sir. So I'll request you to be on the stage, and I'll request Ms. Reza to come on the stage and felicitate the speaker.